Welcome to Module 2 of our Intro to Psychology course. Module 2 comprises of Week 3 on brain and behavior and Week 4 on sensation and perception. So in this week you will see mostly the biological basis of our human behavior and the various processes that work within our body, neuroscience, and various sensory systems that put together help us to understand the world better. So you will see in this video a little bit about how I have organized the documents for Module 2. It's slightly different from the way our Module 1 was organized. I think you may appreciate this week 2, Module 2 a little better. In the beginning, you will see just a summary page where I've just summarized all that you need to be doing for week 3 and all in week 4 separately, the due dates and where you have to be submitting. So just make sure it's like a checklist that you just go and check if everything is complete. Because I receive a lot of emails. Can you tell me if I've done everything? So instead of asking me, this would be a great way to make sure you are on track. All right, so the way I've done this is all the indented files, this one and this one, tells you that these are the readings. You will see that week 3 readings are all in just one file. If you click on that, that should be able to get to this file, which has different links to it. So the way I have arranged this is all the links of TED Talks. You will see that all the brain-related TED Talks that I have found to be interesting and important for our understanding are here. So remember, I'm not asking you to go through everything. I know I have mentioned that it's required. Yes, it's required because you don't really have a textbook. These are the readings that are required of you to have as knowledge base for you to know by the end of the semester that you should be able to tell about the studies that the researchers are talking about in these videos and different advancements in the brain science based on the researchers' talk in these videos. Just make sure that you go through. If something stands out to you as an interesting one, like you are interested in understanding fMRI and brain activity and how emotions and thoughts and pain, how does it happen? How do we actually see? Can we see how we feel? I would just then go and click on this and watch that. I'm not saying just watch one video, because if you do that, it's going to be hard for me to assess you when you do the content blogging, because I will be able to see that you're not really spent time trying to understand the content of this chapter. So make sure you read related topics that stand out to you. In at least 21 links that I have for TED Talks, I would say if you can think about spending 1 hour of quality time, which would be at least average 8 minutes for one video, would be substantially, I would say at least 6 to 8 videos if you're able to watch in an hour, and based on that, if you're able to do a content blogging, that should be good enough. So I also have real life stories. These are fantastic, interesting people who have had something to do with brain and have some miraculous thing that you will see how science has helped them and how their behavior is affected because of that. So just make sure you go through these. You'll also see in the end of the file that I have traditional book chapters for you. So if you want to just have a look at what the textbook covers, make sure that you click on these links in the bottom and get a feel of all the chapters. All right. Then when you go to next, so those are reading. Get your reading done as quickly as possible this week so you can do the content blogging. Once you have the reading, make notes as you read, as you listen to the talks, then put together a blog post that is, you can come up. I know in the last module I asked you to give a particular title for your post. This time you can come up with any title, anything that is attention grabbing. Make it in any format you want. but just make sure that you have some subheadings, some images, some links embedded in it that directs you. If you're talking about some TED Talk, if you have a link to the TED Talk, that will help me to be like, okay, so it looks like you have seen this talk and that is what you're referring to. So those would be good demonstration of your learning. And if you are able to do those and cite those articles, have bibliography in the end of it, that will help me as well. Just make sure that you do this ahead of time and don't wait for the last minute, because people have to read and comment on it too, right? So this would be an assignment. This would be the other assignment for the following week on sensation perception, which is, these are the readings. You're going to read these. These are also the same thing. There are some web links. Most of these are, the first few are on illusion, visual illusion, or illusion. Interesting websites to just go and have a look at. This is the only documentary that I have here. You'll go and look at different extrasensory perception. Just listen to the real life stories that people report and get a feel of parapsychology, a field of psychology that focuses on explanations that cannot be given through sensory stimulus, but still there is perception. You'll be able to understand that a little more as you watch this. Here again, I have traditional textbook chapters for you. All right, based on this reading, you're going to do a blog on this for the next week. This is going to be where you will provide some, in this blog I've specified that I want to see some application examples of where I'm seeing, because this week, on the week 4, I don't have a lot of reading for you. So I want you to think about, how can I apply sensation and perception concept that psychology gives in everyday life. So write about it, read a little bit about it, and then blog on that. All right, so you will see that this week the major part of your time would be spent in completing Module 2, the experiential task of Module 2. I have given you 7 options. You can pick just one out of the 7. The reason I have 7 is to give you different range of options to pick from. And if you are able to pick one that is of interest to you, that would be really good. That would be of interest where you will be able to learn more and try and experiment it. I know this could be a stretch for a lot of people because I'm asking you to video record your conversation with someone else, and someone is someone that I have already specified. You can pick who you want, as in you can pick any couple who are in love. It could be a boyfriend and a girlfriend, it could be a husband and a wife, your grandparents, it could be anyone who is in love, and then work on the task I give you, and then do the recording, add the recording to your blog, and write about your experience in addition to the recording that you post in your blog. I have all the instructions here, so make sure that you do the one that best is of a best interest to you, right? So I have all the instructions in here. And the other one that you'll be doing is, after you do all that, go comment on different people's blog, to at least 2 reading blogs, at least 2 experimental blogs, and in total, after you have done most of the visiting and feedback, giving feedback and commenting, just make sure that you take the quiz in your assignment section, which should help you to complete your Module 2 successfully. Alright, so this is all about Module 2. If you have any questions, just let me know. You can comment below so I will be able to respond to all your questions here. Thank you. Bye.